I'm back because Chantal is back. She did another short live stream called I'm Okay, but. And Spicy Rose is still out because I'm still in a mood. I'm just pre-warning you. I am still in a mood. I'm still in a bad mood because Chantal is already doing it. She's already trying it. She is setting up for being the victim. When she goes home, she's going to paint Salah as some kind of an abusive person. And the truth of the matter is, she's the abusive person. She's manipulative. She's evil. She's a liar. She's the one that she has confessed to throwing things and having a bad temper. She's the abusive one. Yet she always points the finger at somebody else and says, that's the one responsible when she's the one responsible. So she did her live stream and she's saying, I'm okay. It took you a third live stream to finally tell people you were okay after they got in the second live stream and they were asking repeatedly, are you all right? What's going on? What's going on here? You waited until the third live stream to finally tell them. Nice, Chantal. Real nice. So yeah, Spicy Rose is out today. And I am sorry that I can't be pleasant during this live stream, but I don't think Chantal deserves my nice. You guys deserve my nice, and I'm always nice to you. But her, no, not today. So we're going to get into it. We got some Twitter peeps to go over. So you guys know what time it is. It's time for the Twitter peeps. All right, here we go. We're going to get into the Twitter peeps, and we're going to get on to the brief live stream that she did saying, I'm okay. We know you're okay. Chantal, if you were turning on your camera in the middle of stuff, you must be okay. Because if you weren't okay, you would not be turning on your camera. You'd be getting gone. Anyway, so for those of you that are on Twitter that you'd like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. And for those of you that really don't care for Twitter, I do these peeps just for you. So let's start here with a post courtesy of Kelly saying, shut up and get help. This is from the live stream she just did, which I'm going to react to. Let's watch.
I have to be forever alone because I can't subject normal people to this insanity.
And yet you do. And you know what, Chantal? There's nothing wrong with being alone. If you know you've got issues, you know you've got problems, you know that you will negatively affect people. If you care about people, if you care about yourself, you will be alone. You'll put yourself under construction and you'll get the help that you need. You've needed help for years. You've needed mental help and emotional help and perhaps help from a psychologist or, for your eating problem. You need all kinds of help. You would need an actual army of people helping you, each of them responsible for different issues because you've got so many of them. All of your issues have gone unchecked for years and they've only gotten worse. All you're concerned about is being alone. What you're not concerned with is how am I affecting people? How am I hurting people? You're hurting lots of people. And you don't even care. You don't care who you hurt. You don't care who you use. You don't care who you manipulate as long as you get your way. That's your only concern. And all of your behaviors and all the things you've done have finally put you in a corner so tight you can't maneuver nor pivot your way out. And that is your fault. And of course, she's going to keep the camera off so nobody can see that she's fake crying. Next. Kalea says, why is Salah putting up with this nonsense just to take her to the airport? If this was real, of course, why is he not angry at this point? She's done it again, subtly accusing him of doing something, going like at screaming, saying, don't talk to me, to throw her out. Yeah, why hasn't he thrown her out? I would. It's time to go. I'm taking you straight to the airport. You've got 10 minutes to pack your bags. I'm taking you there. You've got money. You won't be stranded. You can get a room, make some phone calls, and be on the way back to Canada tomorrow. Why isn't he doing it? What is going on? I'd like to know. I'm curious. Oh, silly, it's Lily, says Foodie Beauty, grinning through her tears. You okay, girl? Cheap hotels are laughable. What? Foodie Beauty, do you realize women in real danger would sleep under a box if it meant they were safe? Stop making your toxic fights sound like DV. Yeah, and that's what's got me so triggered today and so ticked off because she's doing it again. It's not enough that she kept bringing up the subject of DV repeatedly in Girl World over the years. the subject of DV was so profitable for her, she just kept bringing it up. Using DV as a way to pump her audience for money. She made a lot of money during Crackhead Olympics, painting herself as a victim when she never was. She made thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Now here we are again. She's broke. What is she going to do? Paint herself as a DV victim or potential DV victim. Although there's no proof of it. They just had a fight about something and she's trying to act like she's in danger. I'm not buying that crap. No, ma'am. But let's watch the clip.
She go tell. I have to.
Yeah. So if you're really in danger, if you're really in crisis, if you got nowhere to go, hey, a hotel will work. It's safe walls around you. It's a bed. It's somewhere to go to the bathroom. I mean, you got nowhere to go. And the choice is choice A, go to a motel. Choice B, be on the street. I think I'd take the motel, wouldn't y'all? There's no shame about going to a motel or hotel room. No shame at all. Some of us may get in that predicament where we got to do what we got to do. There is no shame in taking care of yourself in whatever way you got to take care of yourself. You got to do what you got to do. It doesn't mean that that situation will last forever. It just may be temporary. If she does go to a motel and stay for a month, it can only be for a month that she can save her money, get a place of her own, and be on her way. But she wants to go home in luxury. Her ego is so huge, it won't let her stay at a motel. She thinks that's beneath her. Well, let's see what happens. All right, next tweet is from Tweet T saying she is back and crying. Oh, girl. I'm not going to spare any punches with her today. No, I'm not. No, I am not. What else we got here? I've already covered all of that. Queen Jellybean says the way that Foodie Beauty uses going live to control and manipulate the guys she screws are gross. We watched her do this with Natter countless times, then walk it back later once they did what she wanted. Right. Using YouTube as a means of control, using the fact that she's got Beezers as a means of control, using the fact that she's got money and she's acting as a sugar mama as a means of control. She's abusive. Sorry, Beezers, but it's the truth. She is abusive. You'll figure it out, though. Don't listen to me. Just keep watching. Keep watching. You'll figure it out on your own. It'll dawn on you somewhere. Fat Cow says, for the second time the day after a failed fundraiser where she was given practically nothing, Foodie Beauty comes on crying and saying she wants to leave sooner, but needs the money to change the ticket. Utter BS. She was leaving earlier than what she said all along. Yep. So that's it for the tweets. Didn't take long to go through them. We're going to cover this brief live stream. And like I said, I'm not being nice to her. I don't feel nice today. She doesn't deserve my nice. She's got me mad. You're getting my mad today, Chantal, my mad face. Deal with it. Let's go, y'all.
It's great. Oh, that's a nice girl. Lazy Lorena. Gorilla Kingu. Trixie, Kimby, Laura, Chocolate.
And I also point out really quick that she's in a crisis, right? She's so scared of Salah. And yet this is her third live stream. So you're in the middle of a crisis. You got to leave sooner. Really, you should be spending your time on the phone all day, changing your flights, seeing what the earliest flight is. And yet you're going to turn on yet another live stream? Okay.
Hi, everybody. Lindsay, the TD, Glenn, Vanna, Lisa, Teardrop.
And I also noticed Chantal using that soft, vulnerable, I'm scared voice. Yeah. Yeah, I'm clocking you on that too.
Gypsy, Lorena, Katie, Breezes. Hi.
Hi. I'm so scared, guys. I'm so scared, and yet I'm online versus trying to find a way to get out of here.
I don't think I'll be on long because I'm just like a huge mess. Like I can't stop crying. Hey Jacinta, I just want to let you know, hey Tracy, like I'm not in danger.
And it took you 3 live streams to actually tell your people that. You didn't say it during the second live stream. You're saying it on the third. On the third. First live stream was you screaming at Salah across the house when there are other people in the house. Nice way to behave in somebody else's home, Chantal. So you were screaming at him, realized your mistake, realized that the audio had been captured, you deleted it, then you came on the second live stream with a much different tone of crying because you had to switch the mood, you had to deflect, which is what you do. You deflect when you get yourself in trouble or you give yourself a bad look. Crying to create sympathy. And now here we are again, still allegedly crying.
But I'm not okay. Like, my mental health is like so bad here. I don't even.
Chantal, your mental health has been bad for years. It's just gotten worse. So what is anybody in your audience supposed to do about your bad mental health? What is Salah supposed to do? What is his family supposed to do? You want help with your mental health, then go home to Canada and get proper help. Anybody who's not a professional cannot help you. And on that note, the help is not going to work unless you want the help, and you don't. You don't want help with your mental health, with your emotional health, with your physical health, with your food addictions. You don't want help with anything. You just want to profit off of what's wrong with you. You want to spotlight what's wrong with you. You want to monetize what's wrong with you. Pain is profit to you. The more in pain you are, the more uncomfortable you are, the more people will give you money. Hence the reason why you've never fixed anything, because if everything was fixed, then you would just maybe be a normal person with nothing to complain about. And complaints are your content, are they not?
Even like recognize myself sometimes. And like,
and I'm just going to point this out real quick to you, Chantal. If you're in a bad mental state, if you're in a bad emotional state, like you're basically like a hurricane of chaos, can you imagine the damage that you do to other people? I know you don't think about that. Of course you don't, because you're a narcissist. You got a huge ego the size of Texas. You don't think about how you affect other people, how you hurt other people, how you affect their thinking, their feeling, their day-to-day living. All you care about is you. You're not thinking about how you're affecting the family members who might be living that house, how you're affecting Salah, how you might be stressing everybody out or making them sad or making them upset or draining them or exhausting them. You don't think about the damage that goes beyond you. You don't consider that. So you may be hurting, but I guarantee you there are other people around you hurting and you're not considering how they feel.
So I did rebook my flight, and I don't know like what I'm gonna do.
So this is the one-sided conversation that I was talking about. This person, Kingu, in chat says, did he yell at you? I'm so angry. But King, you're not stopping to investigate. You're making assumptions that he yelled at her. What if he didn't yell at her? What if she yelled at him? What if she had herself a little temper tantrum because she couldn't get at her food? What if she wanted a specific food item that she had no access to, or Salah was too busy to get it for, and that's what triggered this whole thing? You're assuming that Salah is completely in the wrong when you don't know. Nobody knows, and she's taking advantage of that. The fact that nobody was there in the room to see what was going on, so she's free to lie and say what she wants to say without the other side of the conversation. It might be something entirely different. Chantal has a bad temper. She does have a hot temper. She goes off on the stupidest things. It may not be him at all. It may be just her. She may just be freaking out because she knows she's got to go home to Canada. And honestly, she doesn't want to go. She's stalling. You got to know she's stalling. She's got the money. She can go right now. It would actually be smart for her to go right now, because if she went right now, she could spend an entire month making money, which would show up on her November paycheck. versus going home at the end of October, and then she might see a big paycheck in December. So if October, November, and December are the highest paying months of the year for YouTubers because that's when their RPM goes up, and the RPM is what you get paid for 1,000 views, and she's missing out on a whole month. Doesn't make sense if she's here saying, I need money and I'm practically broke. If you're practically broke, why wouldn't you go home and maximize the amount of money that you could possibly make? Why miss an entire month? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But yeah. But it's just like I just feel so fucked up. Like because I had so much time left before I had to go. I guess it just like didn't really hit me as hard. Like, and going home sooner than later, it's like,
Told you. Told you. The sooner it gets to the time when she's got to go, the more she's flipping out because reality's about to smack her on the bottom. Like Chantal is not a planner, okay? She's not one of those people that she has a plan A and a plan B. Okay, I want plan A, but just in case plan A doesn't work, we've got plan B. If plan A is I want a nice villa or apartment and I can't get it, then plan B, I can still go stay in an extended stay. Have a plan B that is doable, that works. She doesn't do that. She just counts on plan A working and people giving her money for plan A, and that's a definite thing. And she's realizing that plan A is not going to happen. She's very happy squatting in Syria, being in a place where she's not having to pay rent and pay bills. And Canada isn't just home to her, it represents adulting. And she took a long vacation from that for 3 years, where she could just make the money, give it to Salah. He takes care of all the responsibilities, and she was free to kind of be childlike. Well, that period is coming to an end where she has to go home and be responsible for her own stuff, and it's freaking her out.
it's so awful when, no, Tracy, it's nothing. I'm not in any big. My mental health is so messed up. Like, I'm just being here.
So what happened? According to you, everything was fine. You and Salah were having an amicable split. You said that several times. It's amicable. He's cool, and I'm cool, and we're cool. I'm going home. He's got his family. Maybe he wants a family. He's got needs that I can't take care of. I've got needs that he can't take care of. It's irreconcilable differences. We are two different people with two different lifestyles, and we just cannot mesh together. What happened to understanding, Chantal? According to you, that you were being mature and you had understanding. What happened to this understanding? Is it because the change is uncomfortable? The changing of environment, being an adult, just thinking about it is getting you triggered. Is that what's up?
Why did I scream? Because I'm insane. Like, literally. No, well.
No. That was the real you. For half a second, the mask was off. That's the real you. And you said, oops, the mask was off. I got to cover this up. I've got to deflect. And that's what you did. That's what you're doing right now. You're deflecting. So for like half a second, you guys got to hear what probably happens in that house every day, her yelling at Salah. Don't talk to me. He's probably used to that.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. Chantal's broken toe says there's a flight leaving Damascus at 4:30 in the morning. There we have it. Thank you for the information. She wants to go. There's a flight leaving Damascus in the morning. Get on it.
And being broke, people who said it's gonna be so hard being there for a month, it's not possible. So, I'm so messed up and sad because I'm gonna miss Julia, more time with her. But I
Lies. You don't care about Julia. You don't care about that cat. You care about your nice, comfortable, rent free nest in Syria. You got to give that up. You got to give it up. If you could combine both worlds, you would. If you could find a way to live rent free in Canada and have somebody take care of you cost free, you'd be all about that life. You would go to it immediately. But you can't have both things, Chantal.
don't, you know,
JM Pete says, Foodie, honest question. Why go live in this state? Do you have someone to call or confide in personally? This is stressful for everyone, dear. Yep. Jan, Chantal will never answer your question. I'll answer your question, though, as a reactor. She's doing it on purpose. She wants you guys to be concerned. She's not getting her way with Salah for whatever reason. And she wants attention. She wants sympathy. She wants you guys to listen to her tears rather than stay offline and have herself a good cry, make some phone calls, settle her affairs, and then come online and tell you guys what's going on. She's going to purposely involve you in her stressful moments and stress all of you out. She wants to share the misery. Misery loves company.
yeah, I'm not gonna get. I am taking my meds. Yeah. Yeah, I was freaking out. Like, I don't even recognize myself when I act like that. Like, I never was like that. But coming here, I don't know, something changed.
This comment, Jill Nutt says, you cannot heal in a place that is making you sick. It took me a long time to understand that saying. Well, that is a true saying. You cannot heal in a place that's making you sick. But here's the problem. Wherever Chantal goes, that's where she is. And she's responsible for either being healthy or sick. Wherever she goes, there she is. And she takes her sickness and her addictions and her problems and her stuff with her. And she doesn't deal with it. Imagine a piece of luggage that weighs 2,000 pounds and you have to lug it around with you. That's what she does. Rather than be sensible and say, you know what, this luggage is really freaking heavy. Let me unpack it and get rid of some of the stuff so I can travel faster. It'll be a lot lighter. No, she carries her stuff with her. And she expects people to look at her stuff and feel sympathetic to her stuff. When all along she's had the tools to deal with her stuff. She just doesn't want to. So wherever Chantal goes, she's going to be sick because she's not treating her sick. If she goes home to Canada, and let's just say she finds a motel room or an apartment, just because she's in a different living environment, just because she's in a different country, it doesn't mean that her type of sickness is going to be healed. Her sickness is inside. It's in here too. And you got to work on fixing that kind of sick. You've got to let people help you. You've got to gather the right tools. You've got to make a plan. You've got to make a blueprint. She's not interested in healing her sick. She's interested in amplifying it and turning it into content.
But I just want to let you know.
So when it comes to healing, it's not the house or the environment or the country that's making her sick. It's her making herself sick.
It's the 80-cent brain pill. Seriously. Oh, Jacinta, thank you. Thank you, Jacinta. I appreciate it. I'm not here like on here like begging and crying for sympathy. I'm just,
But I am. I'm not here begging and crying for sympathy, but I am.
but I really appreciate that. Thank you, Jacinta. Yeah, teardrop, I think so. I don't know. I'm so exhausted. Like, I'm so tired.
Laura says, "Are you going to get mental health? Excuse me. Are you going to get mental health help in Canada?" Nope. Nope. She'll convince herself that all she has to do is take some edibles and calm down, and she'll be fine. That is how she's going to handle her mental health. Although she needs a lot more, in my opinion.
I'm just like,
So it's Samerham says, "Have you considered calling a crisis line instead of going live every time you're emotionally deregulated?" That would be the smart thing to do. And that way she doesn't have to be in character. If she calls a crisis line, she can say, "Hi, I'm Chantal," or whatever name she wants to make up, and she can talk to somebody and she can be real versus always having to be in character on YouTube.
no, I don't want to talk to crisis people. I don't feel like they give a shit.
Chantal, they're supposed to help you. They're not supposed to love you or be in love with you. Like you expect too much out of strangers. You're expecting too much out of your beezers, expecting them to take care of your entire life and fund your entire life. So you'll go to your beezers and say, "Hey, I screwed up and I came to Syria by my own choice. And I stayed here for a while when I didn't have to. But now that I want to go back because I'm an idiot, I expect you guys to not only get me a place, but furnish it, get me a car, and pay off my debts." So you have no problem asking for money from strangers who might be hardworking and have families, but calling a crisis line is too much for you? Oh, I get it. It's because you can come online and monetize all of your sobbing and crying and complaining. But if you call a crisis line, you can't monetize that. Got it.
You know. Yes, I am. I'm leaving. I'm gonna leave earlier. Salah is not harming me.
That's what you should have said in the first live stream or the second one. Instead of making everybody wait, you deliberately waited to see how much money you'd be given, acting like you were in crisis. Bitch.
I just need to
Yeah,
go.
I'm sorry. That's just so evil. Evil to worry people like that when there's nothing going on. Fake, phony DV victim.
Maybe Tanya. I hope so. We are the crisis people. You guys are the crisis people. Thank you, Kingu. Thank you, guys. Yes, I have a ticket home. Yeah, Anna. Yes, Susie. I don't really want to say when my flight is. That's the thing for my safety.
Nobody cares when you come home. You come home when you come home. You want to come home in a day, a week, a month? Have at it, Chantal. You live in such a world of delusion. You think what? That if you tell people when you're coming home that there's going to be girl world reactors or paparazzi hiding in the bushes waiting to snap a picture? None of us care that much. Stop deluding yourself into thinking that you're more important than you are.
But emotional support crew, time to part ways ASAP. It's going to be better for both of us, that's for sure. Unfortunately, you know.
It's unfortunate for you. No more free rent, girl.
No, don't say. Yeah, Star. Right. Wait. Uh, that's yeah. It is extra sad, Laura. It's just so messed up. I've been trying to negotiate with BK. Yeah. Um. I heard that there was a petition.
So in the middle of a crisis, she's still talking about Burger King. Only Chantal.
Right. Teardrop. Exactly. I'm okay, but I have to go. What's a lesson you've learned? Um. I don't know. I. I'll never, ever, ever, ever get in another relationship. I just want to be in peace alone.
She's a liar. Chantal does not know how to do alone well. She's always got to be around somebody. And to be honest, given her health, given her lack of mobility, and the fact that she has fallen a few times recently, it really wouldn't be wise for her to live by herself. What if something happened? What if she fell and she couldn't get up? Who's going to call 911? Like she has eaten herself to a place where she is just about bedbound. That's just what happened. She needs someone around. So she's doesn't do alone well. I don't know if there's ever been a time when she lived by herself. So she might call on Pete to take care of her. Maybe, if he allows it.
You know? Yeah, I know. Anyways,
Sammerham says, you ever going to get mental health help or just keep using your lack of engagement in your health as an excuse? Well, she's been using YouTube as her therapy for years. And a lot of people over the years, reactors included, have told her, you need to go to inpatient, you need to go get help. And one of the main reasons I feel she doesn't go get help is if she were to be sitting in a room alone with, say, a psychiatrist or a psychologist or a doctor, she can't monetize it. She can't make money off the interaction. Everything is money to Chantal. If she can't make money with it, then she's not interested. So if she were sitting in front of a real psychologist or a psychiatrist or someone who specializes in some kind of trauma or whatnot, she'd be sitting in front of a stranger who's not a beezer, who doesn't care about the fact that she's got a YouTube channel or that she's Foodie Beauty. She couldn't manipulate that person. She couldn't lie to that person. She couldn't push that person around. She would just be going to them for help. And they'd be telling her the truth. They're going to tell her things that she doesn't want to hear. And she's not going to listen to, and she's not going to think about, and she's not going to get better.
thanks, Shanna. Cat move.
You know, I'm just taking a guess, just a guess. I wonder if what triggered stuff today was he went to Chantal and asked a simple question. Do you know when you're leaving? Do you have living arrangements? And that might have set her off because she doesn't know where she's going. And it's adding pressure. Reality is pushing on the bubble of delusion that she's put around herself. And so she snapped.
Am I back? Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, but um, I don't know, Cam. Yeah, Vanna. Thanks, Claire. Um, thanks, Teardrop. Yeah.
Girl, if you're not going to talk, then just end the live stream. You're just sitting here mumbling. Thanks, Teardrop. Thanks, so and so. Either talk or get off the live stream. You're doing the absolute most to paint this picture of I'm sad, I'm pathetic. And I'm sure the entire time you did this live stream, you were keeping an eye on the super chats and your PayPal. Tell me I'm lying.
Hey, Aurora. Anyways, just go live cam off as usual. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Lindsay.
So Twinkie says, just go live with your mom. She's already said she's not welcome at her mother's. That her sister, is it Natalie? Is that her sister's name? Natalie is living at the house. So she can't go stay there. And again, Beezers, ask the question why. Why isn't mom helping Chantal this time? What happened? Other times before, when she went home to Canada, she could at least sleep on the couch. But now she's not even welcome to do that. Why would a mother say no to her child when the child's been away for a while and wants to come home? What would have happened to cause this environment? What did Chantal do? Must have been pretty bad. That's the part that Chantal's not explaining to anybody. Like she said that her and her mom are fighting. Fighting over what? She didn't say what. She's purposely not saying what. And I'm just going to go by reason and logic here. Does the what have to do with money, Chantal? Did you burn your family and it's money related? Is the family tired of being lied to and manipulated? Are they tired of you being a 41-year-old woman and you don't come home correct? Where you come home, set yourself up, and then maybe drop by for some coffee and then leave? You always come home with your burdens and your problems and you drop them on everybody else's shoulders and they're tired of it. They want you to grow up and get real. Is that why the family's saying no? Maybe for the first time in your life, there's nobody there to rescue you and coddle you and feel sorry for you. Is that why you're stressed out? Because this is something you're not used to? Well, get used to it.
And I need my privacy, you know?
Then go to a hotel room. Get all the privacy you want.
I know. Yeah. Anyways, you have to protect your peace. Protect
She's
money
sitting here
channel.
talking about, I have to protect my peace. What about the peace of Salah and his family? I'm sure that ever since she arrived, they've not felt peaceful. They've not felt relaxed. I'm sure living with her is very, very stressful. Maybe Salah is staying away from her and the family is staying away from her because of their sense of peace. Like she's only concerned about her peace, but no one else's.
On hair. Tuna, she's in an air conditioned Kia. That's my medicine. Thanks, Teardrop. Thanks, Night Owl. Angel Fly. Everybody. Appreciate it. I will, Katie. Thanks, Candy Kate. Um, Jen Marie. Do I still need help? If you want to help, anything helps. So.
Oh my God. Really? Really? If you want to help, you can help. So you're still grifting. You're going to slip in the grift amongst the tears. Of course you are. You slimy bitch. You're coming online. People are worried about you. They're wondering if you're okay. And ever so slightly, you're going to slip in the grift. If you want to help, you can help. She doesn't need that kind of help, Beezers. She's got enough money. Trust me. Okay, I'm not lying to you. She's lying to you. She's got enough money to go home. Okay, she does. She just got a check from YouTube. On the 22nd of October, she's going to get another one. I don't know her exact paycheck amount, but I'm going to say between $2,000 to $3,000. So she just got a check for 2 or 3 grand, right? Right. Okay. Then she's got another 2 or 3 grand coming on the 21st. Renting a motel room for about 30 days cost about $2,000. Plus the money she got from PayPal, that's about $1,000. Plus whatever money she had socked away, plus money from her cameos and the private content that she's been doing. She's got at least 4 or 5 grand in pocket right now without her next paycheck. So why does she need more money? She can go to Canada, set herself up in her room, and get going. And yet she stressed you guys out. She got you guys worried. It took her 3 live streams to finally come forward and say, I'm okay. I'm not in danger. But while I'm not in danger, while I'm in Syria, not paying rent, not paying bills, give me more money. For what exactly? What do you need it for? You're not even gone yet. Oh, you're slimy.
Send to my PayPal.
I hope you don't get a doggone thing. You don't need any more, you greedy fool.
Yeah, Frilly. We'll see. Thanks, Angela. I appreciate that, Katie. Tuna, she's an AC. Hey, Jen Marie. Get a doorbell camera? Yes, Mike. I wasn't threatened by Salah or anything. I'm just literally insane. Like, you don't even know. I'll tell you guys another time. Okay.
So he didn't threaten her. She wasn't in danger. She didn't say that on the second live stream. She's saying it now. And she's still asking for money from PayPal.
I have like weird paranoia and stuff. We do care about you. There are people who care out there. I appreciate you, Tiny Shamrocks. I do appreciate you guys.
You know? And I'm just going to say it. This is just my opinion. I have no receipts. But Chantal is a food addict. And when she's triggered, when she's upset, what does she do? She uses food to comfort herself. So that PayPal money, in my opinion, it's all gone. And it's going to keep disappearing. And the only thing she's going to have left is money that she can't directly touch right away. So you send her money on PayPal, she's going to eat her way through that like an overgrown tick, like a termite. The more you send her, the more she's going to eat, the more she's going to self-soothe. She's not going to save that for her trip. That's not going for a room. It's just not going to happen. And then once she gets to Canada, she's going to claim all that money is gone. There were extra expenses. Give me more money. It's going to be like you're going to be on a hamster wheel, Beezers, of give me more money, give me more money, give me more money. I need more money. You think I'm kidding? Just wait. You'll see. You'll see for yourself.
No.
Mrs. Buzz says, oh, this is just another grift tactic. Got you, got you. Y'all catching on now? Are you catching on? Do you see it the way I see it? Good for you if you do.
Paul's so much better off without me, probably. Hey, Irony. Did he give me the cold shoulder? No, no, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
And this idiot, this person saying, I just sent you $40 Canadian. Well, that's gone. That's one meal for Chantal.
It's kind of private. I think I want to. I'm honestly not well. Like I'm just loopy.
By the way, Chantal, are you reporting all these PayPal earnings to your bankruptcy trustee, Natalie? I'm sure she'd be interested to know what you've been getting on PayPal. Don't you have to report that?
Like I have a weird paranoia like about stuff. I don't know. I just was like freaking out. I feel like everybody wants to like coming to get me, and they're not. But
I feel like everybody's coming to get me. Meanwhile, she's sitting in a room by herself. Who's coming to get you, Chantal? You're in Syria. Salah leaves you alone. The family leaves you alone. Who exactly is coming to get you? What do you mean?
it's over. Yeah, that's hard too. Because it's like, what's hard about that is the whole thing failing where you didn't think it would. And it's like a reality check, you know?
Ain't reality a bitch? Chantal, Allah, Salah's friend, he came online a while ago and he said this whole thing between you and Salah, it was strictly a contract. It wasn't a marriage, it was a contract. And it would only last so long. And once the contract was over, it was over. So a lot of what the reactors have been saying have been true. You've been denying it, you've been pushing back on it, saying it's a real marriage when it's not been a real marriage. It was simply a financial agreement. You wanted to play house. Maybe you wanted the experience of what it would be like to have a husband or claim to have a husband. Salah was hired as a YouTube actor of sorts to pretend to be your husband. And maybe you promised him a lot. Maybe you promised to get him to Canada and money from the couples channel and money for his gaming channel. You made a whole lot of promises to him. And it took him quite a while to figure out that you're a liar and that your money isn't what you promised. So the contract is now torn up and you've got to go. And the little fantasy world that you built for yourself is crumbling down.
Hmm. Anyway. Yeah. You had two failed marriages. Yeah.
You know, there's an old saying, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. And she's been showing who she is. You guys should over there should believe her.
Oh.
Like, don't let the like of Chantal cloud your common sense. Just don't do it. Like somebody who comes online and grifts repeatedly, lies to y'all, manipulates y'all. She's showing who she is. She's showing what she's about. Is this somebody you can trust? You can't.
Nothing. It's okay, games and losses. Um, really, FTL? Thanks, Naomi. And like, you guys are so nice to help me feel better.
You didn't come online just to have your beezers help you feel better. You sit there and you slipped in the grift. You're still doing it. You're like, you stayed online just long enough to monetize this. Same thing with the second live stream. So it wasn't about, I'm feeling bad and I just want people to make me feel better. You were hoping for money. You hope that your fake ass tears and I don't know what to do would bring in the super chats.
You tried the dash. I know. It does, Jill. You really caribou? After years of stalking, harassing, bullying, domestic abuse, we're prepared with. Thanks, Teardrop. Tasha. Yeah, I do talk to my family, but I find it so hard to come on here with a smile when I've been through so much.
I've been through so much. Really? You've been through so much. You really just said that? I've been through so much. Chantal, please illustrate to me something that you've gone through that wasn't of your choosing, that wasn't a result of a choice that you decided to make. I'll wait. Tell me what you've gone through. Tell me. The life that you lived in Canada, you lived completely by choice. You did what you wanted. You went where you wanted. You saw who you wanted. You spent the money that you wanted to in the way that you wanted to do it. You lived where you wanted. You beezed when you wanted to. You got high when you wanted to. You raised when you wanted to. You went to Kuwait when you wanted to. You hired a guy who didn't care about you when you wanted to. Pulled him online with you. And although you were in Canada and you could have stayed right there, you decided, I want to go back to Syria. Although everybody warned you, it would not be the life for you. And you stayed there. So everything that you've gone through was a result of choice that you made. So you can't really claim hardship, not true hardship, when you live the life that you chose to live. Right? Right. There's true hardship and then there's life by choice. You lived your life by choice. And here's where you got it wrong. See, here's where you messed up. With Nader, with Salah, you wanted the attention of both men. They had no feelings for you. We're never going to have feelings for you. You didn't care. You wanted their attention. You wanted to be near them. So you proposed a financial agreement of some sort, a monthly stipend, if you will. You said, hey, you hang out with me, you party with me, you put up with me, I'll give you some money. I help you make money. That was the agreement. But you were hoping in both situations that somewhere in all of the paying the paychecks, that there might be real feelings involved, that they would just fall in love with you, that they would feel so grateful to have you as a patron that they would just say, well, she provides a comfortable life. I think I'll stick with her for life. I'll be her partner. Problem is, neither one of them cared. Neither one of them are attracted to you. Neither one of them have feelings for you. Their emotional vaults were closed to you. And no matter what you did, no matter what you spent, The vault never opened. But still, you pressed on, hoping that door would open just a crack and there'd be something inside for you, and getting angry when that door stayed locked. And when you realized the door was forever locked in your face, that's when you would rage. You try to force it open, try to blackmail it open, try to threaten it open, maintain control. You've got abandonment issues from way back when. You've never addressed them. And in order to keep those abandonment issues from getting triggered, you dominate somebody, you threaten them, you blackmail them, you rage, you show your temper to keep that person close to you so that they'll never leave. Even if that person is toxic, you still don't want to let them go because you don't want to be alone. There's a lot of deep issues there, but you set yourself up for failure because what you want, you go to the wrong people for it. They don't have feelings for you. They will never have feelings for you. And yet you think trying to force your way through that wall is the way to get it. Even if you broke that wall, what you want on the other side will not be there. It'll be an empty space. You'll be sadly disappointed. But you are a bully. You are a forcer. You punch through walls versus just look at the wall and say, hey, there's a reason why this is here. Maybe I should just walk away. Doing things the wrong way, girl. This is the end of the Salah arc. It's time to walk away and just say goodbye. And you don't want to. Nothing you can do can change this.
Like what I'm going through like now, like a crisis, I find it weird hiding it from you guys.
And what's your crisis? That you can't have what you want? That you can't just stay in Syria another couple of months? What's your true crisis? You got money. You can go home and set up housekeeping right away. So where's the crisis? Explain it to me. I'm waiting to hear. What's the crisis? You got money. You won't be on the street. You won't be homeless. What's the crisis? Being separated from him? That's the crisis. You can't control him from thousands of miles away and your controlling self just can't handle it. Is that it?
My first and second marriages were disasters, and the second one I was in danger. Really tiny. Oh, I'm happy you're okay too. What the hell?
Maybe she's afraid if she goes home, if she's acted badly, if she's done bad things to Salah and his family, if he's back in Syria, he can start talking. He might have text messages and videos and whatever else that he can expose of her. And she might be very, very afraid of him exposing her to people.
Like skin alien.
Like the Beezers might see another side to Chantal that they never knew existed.
Like on alone, yeah. Angela. Hey, Deb. Tracy. Tater chip. Get a grip, tater chip. You have no one else. We're here for you. Thanks. Anyone else get paranoid? Oh, okay, Christina, I will. Hey, Huda. Yeah. Animals, no man. Thanks, ECP. Come to my house, it's massive.
And that's another thing. In numerous live streams, many Beezers have said, I'll open up my home to you and you can come stay with me. So if she was in a situation in Syria where she felt in danger, why wouldn't she hop on at least one of those offers? I mean, because if you're in crisis, if you feel like you're in danger, like things are dangerous, wouldn't you go to whatever safe place you could? Yeah, you would.
I need to blow my damn nose. Oh. Hold on a second. Oh.
And what exactly is she paranoid over? Is she paranoid because, again, she feels that Salah is going to spill the business out there?
Still will happen to me. I have panic attacks just from overthinking. Yeah, oh my goodness, like I'm so hey blue lace insane. Mm.
Yeah, so she's over there trying to paint Salah as potentially an abusive person, and yet she's confessing herself out of her own lips. She's unhinged, and she's got a temper, and she throws temper tantrums. She's a thrower. She throws things. So imagine what Salah has to deal with. I mean, this is 24/7 all the time.
I need to get a grip, tater chip. I'm okay, Gloria. I have to be forever alone because I can't subject normal people to this insanity.
And you shouldn't. You are not without your awareness, Chantal. You are not someone walking around not realizing that they've got problems. You know you've got problems. You just don't care to treat them. That in itself is a problem. You go to other people and you spread your negativity. You make people worry. You make people stressed out, but you don't treat what's wrong. And that attitude by itself is wrong. Like all you could think about is having somebody in your life. It's all you care about, like having a relationship and having a man by your side. That's crazy. But you're not thinking about, like, what is wrong with me? I need to fix myself. I am unhinged. I'm not good for myself. I'm not good to be around people. I need to fix that. As long as you are unhinged, then whatever people that you put around you or are around you, they're going to get damaged. They're going to get hurt. They're going to get stressed out. They're going to be worried. That's just how it is. You got to heal your broken. You're not even thinking about, if I go and get mental help, if I go get psychological help, emotional help, if I know what my triggers are, if I get my addictions under control, maybe I can be in a much more stable place where I can develop healthy relationships with people and not hurt myself nor other people. There is reward for putting in the work, but if you don't put in the work, you won't get the reward. And whatever person that gets around you, they're going to get hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I changed my flight. It costs like $182. $185 or something like that. No, he didn't say these things.
You know, I don't like Salah, and I know he's probably waiting until Foodie leaves before he says anything, but I really wish that, to be fair, that there was another part to this conversation for him to say what exactly happened that set her off. I hate one-sided conversations, you know? Like, we need some context here.
Yeah, I will, Christina. When I get off of here. That's the best 185. Yeah. I gotta, My kidneys are to blame. You're crazy and you have a husband. I feel insane. No. He won't be screwed. He's gonna be fine.
Yep. You know what? Of the two of you, Chantal, I would say Salah's the winner. Isn't that something? You started out as a sugar mama with the money, controlling him with the money. And where are we now? He's got a home. I'm sure he's got some money socked away. He's got a car. You were the sugar mama and you're going home, no money, not knowing what you're going to do. You're in the worst position. So even though maybe he did not get all that he wanted, he made sure to get something out of the deal, whereas you got nothing out of the deal.
He can easily make it here. So to say, sometimes you can get discount for changing if the airport is aware of your situation. Oh, I should e-bag with them or what?
Oh, airports don't care what the situation is. What are you talking about?
Bipolar? Okay, we're not gonna talk about Salah in here. Thank you.
Yeah, she'll wait until she gets back in Canada. Then she can say whatever she wants. And that's wise of her because she's still living in his house. If she goes off on him now, that very night she's got to leave.
We're just gonna move on and bees. Okay, so yeah, I know Zoe. Cheer up, Charlie. Yeah, living IRL. Yeah,
Cloudy says, you fuel these talks though, Chantal. You portray him as a bad person when you don't explain and just cry. Right. Like she wants people to have that impression. She's doing the same thing that Amberlyn Reed does. Amberlyn, they both must read out of the same narcissistic, manipulative textbook. Present a situation with no context, no details, no facts. They say just enough to let people use their imaginations, get people emotionally triggered, and try to make money off the situation.
I know. He's not. No, he's not. He's not a bad person. He's not ship and be that person who talks about. I just want to move on.
So you said you guys were amicable. So what caused the outburst earlier? Don't talk to me. If things are amicable, what happened? Why can't you say what happened?
Thank you, teardrop.
Is it because you did something wrong? Is that why you won't say that maybe you started it? You were triggered by something and you went at him and then he went at you and then we heard don't talk to me? Is that why you won't say?
I want to at least respect things I come on here and say when I'm not in my right mind. I swear I just have so bad control over myself. Thanks, Taba. I know, face card, I know. Good night, Caribou. Okay, guys, I gotta get out of here.
Good, because I'm done with you. All right, that's it for this react, y'all. Like, what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. It looks like Crackhead Olympics 3.0 is starting early. I had a feeling this would happen. I just didn't think it would happen this soon. She said that she was leaving at the end of October. I kind of felt that 2 weeks in, she would start to, lose her mind, but it's getting started early. So maybe she's leaving early. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Hope you all have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.